welcome to the 7-Day Detox by me, Eldin Thorne, MindBody Performance Strategist. So I said in January, at the beginning of January or the end of December, that I'm going to do a 7-day detox to see what would happen when I do it. There's a few intentions and a few things I wanted to get out of this, so I'm going to explain them in a second. But I just wanted to go to show that, so I did it for 7 days, and I will tell you and show you what happened to me personally. So this is my story. So before we go any further, I just want to cover this regarding any of this that I'm going to be sharing with you now. So this is, so I'm not medically trained or a dietitian. So I'm not either of those, or a nutritionist actually. I have been trained in nutrition. I have been trained in quite a lot of training in nutrition and fitness and gyms and all that type of thing. So I do know about food, and I have done a lot of research regarding food. But as I said, I'm not trained in any of those. Just so you know up front. This course is for educational purposes only. So what I'm showing you here is just for educational purposes. Again, this is my story. Other people will be able to share with you a different story that they had, or a different response, and it may be even a different detox to the one that I'm going to be showing you here. Please do your own research regarding detoxes, because there's so many diets out there, hundreds of diets that you can try, hundreds of ways you can detox as well. This is one I picked personally for me and altered it for me, which I'm going to discuss with you in a second. And treat everything I say as unverified rumour. So just because I'm saying it doesn't mean it's true. Do your own research and make sure that you can either test something on your own body, or make sure it's researched and that you understand it and it's going to work for you. So my intentions for this detox. So this course here, Eating for Physical and Mental Health. So I spent a lot of time to the end of 2016 looking at food, because I wanted to see if that had a major effect, minor effect, moderate effect on people's mental health. So I'm looking at mental health here, and I found some absolutely staggering things on journey to completing that course and actually providing that course. I come up with so much data, so much information that was shocking to me, and it will be shocking to you, that I could not believe it. So I had to get to the stage where I went, you know what, I don't actually believe this. Let me go on a course. I went on a nutrition event with the scientists that work at Loughborough University, Leicester University, and Nottingham Trent University as well. And plenty of other people who would do it, nutritionists and trainers, people who go and train people with nutrition. I went on to an event and spoke to those and spent a whole day with them, asking them a load of questions and speaking to those guys. And those guys were essentially saying, yeah, it's probably even worse than what I was saying. So things are actually not really good at all, and they've got all the stats, they've got all the data, they've got all the science, and some of that's on that course as well. So it's quite a fascinating thing. And so one of the things I wanted to do and try out, especially this week for 7 days, was I wanted to put into practice from what was on that course. And my intentions were to, first of all, more energy. I wanted more energy to do tasks, because I do a lot of things during the week and I need more energy. Sometimes I feel down and lacking, especially the amount I train as well. So I do training. Obviously, I'm trying to get my shoulder fixed as well, so I do stuff for that. So I need more energy. I want more energy. So that's one of the things I'm looking for. That's one of my intentions for me personally. Yeah. The other thing is, as I just mentioned, I want to test the food, like the principle of using food as your medicine rather than using pharmaceutical drugs. So that's another one I wanted to do, just to see if the food that you have is going to have a major effect on dealing with your health, your mental and physical health. And also the eat good, feel good principle. So if you eat bad, you feel bad. If you eat good, you feel good principles. I just wanted to test those things out, just for me personally, for 7 days to see what would happen. Now, other people would do detoxes for longer. There's people doing that I know doing 30-day detoxes, and it's very different to what the one that I'm going to show you here. But there's, as I said, there's different ones out there. So just go and do your research, go and decide what your intention is, and see if that's going to work for you. See if it makes sense to you, and then come out with some intentions for yourself. So what is a detox? Well, whether you know it or not, your body is under attack every single day. Now, in the modern world, we have, because of the way the modern world has grown, we have more toxic. It's more toxic than ever. There's so many toxins coming in the body which I'm going to show you in a minute, and a lot of that's coming from food because you eat regularly, 3-4 times a day, then that's a big way of getting toxins in the body, especially what they're doing with, like, for example, GMO foods, when they're spraying pesticides, insecticides and fungicides all on the crops. So the modern world is getting so toxic that what's happening is that your body's getting inflamed. Yes, it's getting inflamed because your organs are working overtime. So they're working overtime, and your body's not really getting a rest. Your liver's working really hard. Your stomach's the first line of defense, but your liver's working really hard to get things going, and it's getting, as I said, there's poison in the liver, and it's trying to clear it out as quick as possible, but it's unable to do that with the amount of toxins coming in. So because your organs are doing that, they don't have enough energy. They're struggling with energy to defend themselves against disease. So that's why we'll do one. And also, deadly toxins start to build up in the body. So this is why things like cancer happens, because like over time you are having so many toxins in the body that you are unable to defend yourself. Because with cancer, for example, the average person has 6 lots of cancer in their body in their lifetime, and your body clears it. It gets rid of the cancer. But then there'll be that one time, especially if there's toxins that's built up in your system, which they are, by the way, then you're not going to be able to defend it because your immune system hasn't going to have enough energy to be able to defend itself. And also, as well, from detox, your gut can allow nasty substances to leak from your gut into the bloodstream, causing your immune system to be locked in overdrive to get rid of it all, which I've just mentioned that. So once in your bloodstream, though, these toxins become free radicals. So this is the basis of modern chronic diseases. So this is where your body's now inflamed. You've got systemic inflammation in the body, and therefore once that happens, once you get systemic inflammation, then all of these diseases, chronic diseases, come from that. Yeah. So it's the stimulus that actually causes the inflammation, and then the inflammation causes the diseases, or dis-ease. Now, so these are some of the typical symptoms. So you probably have a compromised immune system if you have, I mean, especially regularly, these things happen. So constipation, excessive diarrhea, chronic fatigue, joint and muscle pain, insomnia, bloating, increased belly fat. So if you have those, then probably you have a compromised immune system. So taking a drug to get rid of these conditions just simply does not work in the long term, does it? I mean, you may know, again, it's going to clear symptoms, but in the long term, you have to do something about these toxins, because the drugs, any drug that you put in your body, anything designed not to be in the body is actually, your body's going to treat it as a poison. It's going to get rid of it as quick as possible. That's what it does. Yep. So your body either assimilates something or it eliminates it. And if it has to eliminate it, then you're using energy to do that. And that's the thing with the pharmaceutical drugs. So you may get some benefit from it, but it's actually causing that backlog with regards to the liver clearing out poisons out of the body as well. So it's not a long-term solution. So how am I going to do this detox? So again, from the course, what I did is, like, I listened to like 70, maybe 70 doctors, 70 people regarding eating, and these are the best in the world, and these are people that get results. So their patients and clients are coming out and they're going, yep, I did exactly what they said and this is the results I've got. And I was listening to this over and over and over and over again. Yep, they were doing some absolutely very inspiring work, and they're all coming up with the same message: plant-based diet, plant-based diet, plant-based diet. And the thing is, like, at the moment you probably see things like, especially in the UK, a eat well plate. So we have an eat well plate where you have a lot of things on there that, like, I have researched and shouldn't be on there. For example, processed meats. The World Health Organization 2015 have basically said do not include them in your diet because they cause cancer. But this is not reflected on the Eat Well plate. It says eat less of that type of stuff, but the World Health Organization have now advised people not to have those foods in their diet. So these are sausages, bacon, ham, pepperoni, pastrami, all those type of food, hot dogs, all that type of stuff is not recommended at all in your diet because, again, toxins. And what I wanted to do, here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to use something which is inspired sort of from the Gerson therapy. It's not the same as that, so go and look that up. It's very different to what I'm doing, so just be mindful of that. But it's inspired from those guys who do that, and the doctors from the eating course. So I'd sort of listened to what they all had to say and decided that these two principles that I wanted to use when I did this detox. So the first one is I wanted to take out as many toxins as I can. So many toxins I practically can from the list of toxins, which I'm going to show you in a second. So I say practically because it's really hard to do this. It's really hard to take the amount of toxins out of your life. I mean, your body's designed to deal with toxins. It's designed to deal with them, and it can get rid of them. But the amount of toxins that are coming into the body at the moment, especially in the Western world, is incredible, and the body's just simply not handling it. And we need to make sure that, like, we are getting rid of those toxins in some way, or cut them out as much as we can. And so I'm going to show you one way, which is where I use different skin. I'd use something on my skin, an oil on my skin. So I'm going to show you how to create instead of using moisturizers from, say, like Boots and other places, I'm going to show you something where you can use your skin which use essential oils. Now there's loads of research around essential oils when it comes to your skin. It's really, really good for you. Yep, shown help with cancer. They're shown help with loads of other things as well. So I'm going to use essential oils to actually on my skin rather than anything else, because you need to take care of what's on the skin as well, because whatever you put on the skin goes straight into your body. Now if what goes on your skin is got toxins in it, then that's going in your body. Your skin will absorb that, so you just need to be mindful of that. So I'm taking care of my skin as well as what's going in my body. So principle number two is I'm going to flood the body with phytochemicals from plant-based diet. And this is where I'm going to get a smoothie. So I've had this smoothie, use a smoothie, and I'm going to use that smoothie. I'm going to have 10 of those each day for 7 days. So I'm absolutely flooding the body with phytochemicals from plants. Yeah, I've got a video to show you what's exactly in the smoothie. So I'm going to show you exactly what's in there, but I'm using the same smoothie for the whole week. It's got a load of good things in there, and I'm going to use that the whole time. And then what I'm going to do as well is take out all of the meats, all of the sugar, especially natural sugar. I mean the refined sugar. So I'm taking out all of that. So high fructose corn syrup, all of that's going to be gone. So I'm taking that out. I'm taking gluten out, and so I'm taking all of those out. Alcohol is coming out, meat out, dairy products are coming out. So none of that for 7 days. All it's going to do is based on plant-based and some things like spelt, which are grains as well. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing. That's all I'm allowed to have. Anything off that list, then I'm allowed that, but nothing else. So toxins are everywhere. They really, really are. It's amazing when I come up with this list. I was like sitting there going, what? So clothes. So I mean, like, because you have to wear clothes, don't you? You have to wear clothes, but like cotton. So again, toxins going in when they with the cotton. Pollution. So you got pollution in the air. So I mean, this is why I said practically, because like you have to go outside and do things. Smoking. Okay, you can do something about that. You can not be around people with who are smoking. When it comes to second-hand smoke, you're still smoking. You're still smoking. There's 4,000 chemicals in when someone smokes cigarettes, and if it's in the house, I mean, most people think, oh, if I smoke out the window, it'd be fine. Or if you smoke in your home, then that lingers around and it affects people. So if you've got children in your house, then that's going to affect them, and toxins are going to go in their body. If it's the same with cars as well, it's that potent. Smoking. Drinking alcohol. Yep, I've not drunk alcohol, so I'm not going to drink alcohol. I haven't drunk alcohol for about a week now anyway, so I'm going to continue with that and not actually drink any alcohol. So obviously there's toxins and poisons coming in there. Water supply. Now, this is another one where it's practical. So I looked at like buying some water, but then the price to buy for a whole week, the amount of water that I'd have to drink, it's not really practical to do that. So what I did instead, what I'd do is get some lemons, some wheatgrass, and spirulina, and do that. So that'll be a way, which I've been doing for the last few days anyway. I usually drink that at the gym when I go there, so that's fine. So water supply, again, practically, again, the problem is water supply, it's got fluoride in it, which is now classed as a neurotoxin, which is in the water supply used to clean it. And the same with like swimming pools. If you're going swimming a lot, chlorine, remember, if it goes in on the body, it goes in the body. So you just got to be careful of how many times you're going to the pool and that. There are pools now which are starting to be ozone friendly. I'm not sure where they are, but there are some pools that are actually realizing this and actually changing that. So just find out where they are. Skin products. So again, skin products, what goes on the skin is going to go in the body. So just have a look and see what you're actually putting on. Medication. So if you're taking medication, any drug known to man that goes in the body is slightly poison in it. Yeah, it may give off something, a good reaction or an effect, but it's always gonna. Again, it's not designed to be in the body. It's not designed to be there. So the body has to assimilate it or eliminate it. So use it or lose it. And if it has to lose it, then it has to use energy to do that. Therefore, it's not got energy to actually defend itself and help the immune system. Cleaning products. So you just got to be careful when you use rubber gloves when you're using the cleaning, because if it goes on your hands, then it's actually going in your body. Again, the body has to then deal with it and get it out the body. Toothpaste has got fluoride in it as well. There is a I've got to get someone to show me, but I'm actually going to start making my own toothpaste, to be honest with you, because one, it'll be cheaper, and two, it's going to be better for you. It's going to be better for your body. Processed foods. We know that processed foods actually have a lot of chemicals in them and preservatives to help them last long. I mean, they want them to last as long as possible, the shops do, because or otherwise, by the time it gets to you, it's going to be gone off. So they have to put things in the food to actually preserve it. And the other thing is as well, with those types of things, they've got a load of salt in them as well to help preserve it as well. And therefore your body has to then, again, can it use it? No. So it has to lose it, so it's going to have to eliminate it, causing loads of energy to go again. GMO foods. There's a list which is the clean 15, and then there's a dirty dozen, which I will show you. And with these, if you don't want to buy organic, if you don't want to buy organic, because like I've looked at some organic and it can be quite expensive at the moment, and it would be helpful if the government actually subsidised the organic foods, but they're not, unfortunately. Yeah, that's all on the course, by the way. I talk about that a lot, but yeah. So the clean 15 is like the ones that basically, if someone's got a skin, you can sort of get away with that because it's not going to have as much residue on there. Like apples and strawberries were apparently the worst this year, or last year, should I say? So just yeah, have a look at that list and see what you want to do. But obviously, organics, you're going to be it's a lot less toxins there as well. Sugar. The governor put a tax on sugar because sugar's been shown to be like more addictive than cocaine. So it's really, really addictive, and you should actually treat that. Some courses are actually now saying like treat that as a poison. It causes, especially refined sugar. We're talking about refined sugar here, and high fructose corn syrup. That's usually, if that's in the food, it's usually a sign that that's the bad food. So high fructose corn syrup. But sugar is actually something that's is causing 1 in 3 children to have diabetes. It's absolutely growing that fast, and 1 in 2 ethnic minorities children are going to, so 50% diabetes. And it can, again, you've got to take care of this because this is a major thing at the moment. So sugar needs to come out, especially in that form, high fructose corn syrup. Stress. So your thinking is going to affect your body and therefore causing more toxins in the body as well. So you need to be in a really good state. That's why I've been going to the gym, and I'll be going to the gym during this as well, to keep my mind in a good state. Smoke. I've already mentioned smoking, so that's there twice. Sorry about that. Dairy produce. So what they do with the dairy is they're putting antibiotics into the cows because they're treating them so bad. The animals, they're treating them so bad that they're ill, and they're kept really close together, and they're packed, and they're becoming ill. And what they're doing is using so many antibiotics in the animals now. It's really awful what they do with the animals. It's absolutely disgusting, and like I couldn't even put it on my course because I just was so disgusted with it. It's horrible what they're doing to the animals, and it's a major problem and the World Health Organization have recognized this as a major problem which is coming up because they're putting so much antibiotics in the animals that what's going to be happening the worry is it's going to be resistant. The bacteria are going to be resistant to antibiotics in the next 10-15 years, and therefore we ain't going to have any cures for that. So the bacteria is going to be able to grow, and we won't be able to do anything because it's going to be resistant free. And that is a major issue, and that's problem is touted to becoming a bigger problem than cancer. So that's another thing. So dairy produce that's a major thing, and that goes in the milk. So that goes, and because the animals are treated bad, if the animals are treated bad, what do you think that's going to happen to milk, cheese, and all the other produce there? I've seen them put in. They're injecting some, I don't know what it was, into chickens, like to make them fatter so that they can get more money for it. It's very disgusting what they do to meat. So that if you are going to eat any meat, I mean, for this, as I said, I didn't eat any meat at all. But if you did, then you would want to get organic or from a farm that you trust. So that's how you'd do it. But there's problems with dairy produce as well, and it's it's a major issue. Processed meat, I've already spoke about that. World Health Organization says do not eat any processed meat, and that's from last year 2015. Drugs, again, if you have any drugs, this is illegal or medication, it causes issues. Pharmaceutical drugs, what's it in America, causing 88,000 to 100,000 deaths a year. So it's and that's from either overdose or just reaction side effects to drugs. So they're not really that amazing for the body. Packaging around food. So what's your food packaged around? For example, when you have Robinson's bottles, it's really not good. The plastic sort of goes into the water, the fluids, and then you're drinking that, and that's more toxins in the body. Shampoo and shower gel, again, that's going on the body. Look at the ingredients, what's in there, because that whatever goes on the body goes in the body. So there's a load of toxins that need to be, and that's why I'm saying, like, practically, what can you practically do to get rid of that? I know the Gerson Institute, they take care of all of this. They take care of it all. They control all of those. Yeah, that's why they're really good at what they do when it comes to helping reverse dis-ease. And the phytochemicals being flooded. So 10 pints of smoothie every day, and this is containing powerful antioxidants. So things and powerful alkalizing ingredients, omega-3 and 6 fats, and powerful anti-cancer foods, powerful anti-inflammatory foods. That's going to be going in a smoothie every single day, and I'm going to have 10 half pints of that every day. Wow, for 7 days. So that is going to be a bit of a challenge, but I think I'm gonna do that and enjoy that. Let's see what happens. So that is what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be putting in the body every single day. Around that, I'm going to be eating plant-based diets. I'm going to be doing that for 7 days, and let's just see what has happened.